Did you know that only 43 of the cells in your body are actually human? The rest, trillions of microbes, bacteria, viruses, and fungi that call you home. These tiny organisms aren't just along for the ride, they are essential to your survival, shaping everything from your digestion to your mood. So, are you really 100% human? Let's dive into the hidden world of the microbiome and discover the invisible forces that make you you. For every human cell in your body, there are at least 1.3 bacterial cells. If you could collect all the microbes living inside and on you, they would weigh around 1.5 kilograms, about the same as your brain. Scientists now recognize these microbes not as invaders, but as an essential part of what makes us human. And it's not just inside your body. Your skin is home to its own ecosystem. Tiny mites like Demodex live on your face, feeding on dead skin cells and oils. While you sleep, they are busy moving around, mating and laying eggs. The vast microbial network inside us is known as the microbiome, a community of bacteria, viruses that influence digestion, immunity, and even brain function. Dr. Rob Knight, a pioneer in microbiome research, describes it as a second genome, shaping our health as much as our human DNA does. But where do these microbes come from? Research shows that we acquire our first bacteria at birth. Babies born naturally are coated with their mother microbes as they pass through the birth canal, while C-section babies receive different bacteria, primarily from skin contact. Studies suggest that these early microbial differences may affect a child's immune system, metabolism, and even the likelihood of developing allergies. The microbiome is constantly changing, influenced by diet, lifestyle, and medical treatment. Antibiotics, for example, can wipe out entire bacterial communities, disrupting this delicate ecosystem. A groundbreaking study from Stanford University found that a single course of antibiotics can alter gut bacteria for up to a year, leaving people more vulnerable to infections and metabolic disorders. Despite their microscopic size, these bacteria shape who we are in ways we are only beginning to understand. As Dr. Martin Blazer, author of Missing Microbes, states, losing key bacteria may be contributing to the rise in chronic diseases such as asthma, diabetes, and obesity. Our microbial world is not just a passive presence, it's an active, dynamic force working with or against our health. Understanding this hidden ecosystem is the first step toward harnessing its power for better medicine, stronger immunity, and even mental well-being. The bacteria living inside us do more than just help with digestion. They play a critical role in protecting us from disease. Our immune system constantly interacts with these microbes, learning to distinguish between harmless allies and harmful invaders. Dr. Tim Spector, a genetic epidemiologist, describes the microbiome as the training ground for the immune system. Beneficial bacteria help educate immune cells, teaching them how to recognize threats without overreacting. This balance is key because an overreactive immune system can lead to allergies, asthma, or autoimmune diseases, while an underactive one leaves us vulnerable to infections. One fascinating example of this relationship is found in Clostridium difficile infections. This bacterium, which causes severe diarrhea and inflammation, thrives when antibiotic use wipes out protective gut bacteria. In recent years, doctors have successfully treated C. diff infections using fecal microbiota transplants, transferring healthy bacteria from a donor's gut to a sick patient. This method has shown 90% of success rate, far outperforming antibiotics alone. Studies also show that early microbial exposure may influence lifelong immune health. Researchers at the University of Chicago found that children raised in environments with greater microbial diversity, such as farms, have lower rates of asthma and allergies compared to those growing up in urban settings. But modern habits are changing the way we interact with microbes. Increased use of antibacterial products, processed foods, and urban living is reducing the diversity of bacteria in our bodies. Scientists are now exploring ways to restore this balance, including the development of customized probiotics and microbiome-based therapies. Understanding how bacteria work with our immune system can help us to take better care of both. By maintaining a diverse microbiome through diet, avoiding unnecessary antibiotics, and spending time in nature, we can support the natural defenses that have been evolving inside us for millions of years. It may be surprising, but the bacteria in our gut doesn't just influence our digestion, they also affect how we think, feel, and behave. Scientists have discovered that the gut and brain are deeply connected through a system called the gut-brain axis. Dr. Emeram Meyer, a neuroscientist and author of The Mind-Gut Connection, explains that gut bacteria can produce neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, which influence mood, stress levels, and even decision-making. In fact, about 90% of serotonin, the hormone responsible for happiness for emotional balance, is produced in the gut, not the brain. Research suggests that an imbalanced microbiome may contribute to mental health conditions like depressions and anxiety. A study from McMaster University found that when gut bacteria from anxious mice were transferred to calm mice, the calm mice began displaying anxious behaviors. This raises a fascinating question. Could modifying gut bacteria help treat mental disorders? One of the most promising areas of research is the use of psychobiotics, probiotics that can positively impact mental health. A recent trial in the UK showed that people taking certain probiotic strains experienced reduced stress and improved mood after just 4 weeks. Additionally, researchers have linked Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's to microbial imbalances in the gut. A study from the California Institute of Technology found that mice with gut bacteria from Parkinson's patients developed motor symptoms similar to the disease, while those without the bacteria did not. So what can we do to support a healthy gut-brain connection? Scientists recommend a diet rich in fiber, fermented foods like yogurt and kimchi, and avoiding excessive processed foods. Some also suggest that mindfulness techniques like meditation may have a direct impact on gut bacteria by reducing stress-related inflammation. As research continues, we may find gut bacteria play a far bigger role in brain health than we ever imagined. The idea that microbes influence our thoughts may seem strange, but the evidence is growing. Taking care of your microbiome might just be one of the most important steps you can take for both your body and mind. The way we live today is reshaping the microbial world inside us, and not always for the better. Modern diets, urban environments, and medical practices have dramatically altered the balance of bacteria in our bodies, with consequences for our health. One of the biggest changes is our diet. A study from the National Institutes of Health found that a low-fiber diet can reduce gut bacterial diversity by up to 60% in just a few weeks. Antibiotic overuse is another concern. While these drugs have saved millions of lives, they also wipe out beneficial bacteria. The World Health Organization warns that excessive antibiotic use may be fueling the rise of antibiotic-resistant bacteria, while also weakening our natural microbial defenses. Even our living environments play a role. Urbanization has reduced exposure to natural microbes found in soil, plants, and animals. Scientists studying the Amish community, who live with minimal modern technology, found that their microbiomes are far more diverse than those of people living in the cities, and they have much lower rates of asthma and autoimmune diseases. Experts suggest simple ways to restore microbial diversity, such as eating all foods, using antibiotics only when necessary, and spending time in natural environments. The microbes inside us have evolved alongside humans for thousands of years, and our modern habits may be disrupting a balance that took millennia to develop. Researchers are now exploring ways to use bacteria as medicine, unlocking new possibilities for treating diseases. One of the most exciting areas of research is personalized microbiome treatments. Scientists are working on custom probiotics tailored to an individual's microbiome. This could help with conditions like obesity, autoimmune diseases, and digestive disorders, offering a more targeted approach than traditional medicine. Another promising development is bacterial engineering. Scientists are modifying bacteria to deliver drugs directly inside the body. Researchers at MIT have created bacteria that can detect inflammation in the gut and release anti-inflammatory compounds when needed. This could lead to breakthrough in treating conditions like Crohn's disease and irritable bowel syndrome. Even cancer treatment is being influenced by microbiome science. Studies show that certain gut bacteria may help boost the effectiveness of immunotherapy, the type of cancer treatment that uses the body's immune system to fight tumors. As microbiome science advances, we may soon see bacteria-based treatments become a regular part of healthcare. Understanding and working with these microbes could lead to more effective treatments, fewer side effects, and a new era of medicine centered on the tiny organisms that have been always part of us. The microbiome isn't just a collection of bacteria, it's an essential part of human life. As scientists discover more about this hidden ecosystem, we realize that taking care of our microbiome is just as important as taking care of our bodies. A diverse and balanced microbiome is key to good health. Research shows that people with a rich variety of gut bacteria tend to have stronger immune systems, better digestion, and lower risks of chronic diseases. Yet modern habits such as processed diets, excessive antibiotic use, and urban living have reduced this diversity. We are only beginning to understand the power of microbiome, but one thing is certain: we are not alone. Trillions of microscopic organisms shape our health, influence our minds, and determine our resilience against disease. The question is, how will we treat them? Will we continue disrupting this invisible world, or will we learn to nurture it for a healthier future?